So we're always going to have some imperialists trying to argue with us. That's always going to happen, but we're not here to argue with them. Alright, we're here because there's not that much difference, right? It's the same system that's causing imperialism in Venezuela and imperialism at home. The reason why we can't get housing, the reason why we can't get schooling, healthcare, food, the reason why people are starving in this country is the same reason that the U.S. is trying to extend its influence over Venezuela in a predatory manner. It's imperialism. Because imperialism and capitalism want to incessantly expand, right? Capitalism has to sustain itself. It keeps going, it keeps expanding, it keeps growing, it keeps looking for other markets. And it's going to keep taking more from the people, and the people all over the world, and the people in this country, so that it can keep expanding. It's going to strip us dry, and it's going to strip every country dry, like it's trying to do with Venezuela. Because when the people want to take what's theirs, they want to take it back. The U.S. wants to give it back to the capitalists. They want to give it back to the international capitalist class that doesn't care about poor people, that doesn't care about us, that doesn't care about Venezuelans. Because it's never been about the Venezuelan people for the imperialists, right? Because everybody everyone want to say that Maduro's a dictator, that it's about the Venezuelan people, but it's never been about the Venezuelan people. It's never been about the Syrian people, and it's never been about the Korean people. Because if it was, the U.S. would be out of there. They would have been out of there.
Viva Sandinista!
Viva Sandinista!
Viva Sandinista! Viva Sandinista!
And when we have enemies, that just tells us that what we're doing is the right thing, right? Because we're pushing at the system where it hurts. Because this is the hidden imperialism that drives all of the problems in our world. It drives the imperialism, it drives the war, it drives the poverty. And it's not a different issue, right? We're not coming out here to support Venezuela because it's a separate issue, because we just want to extend our arm of gratitude to the Venezuelan people. No, we're all the people. And this is our fight as much as it is their fight. Because at the end of the day, there is no universal liberation until all the poor people of the world, all the colonized nations of the world are liberated from the boot of U.S. imperialism. We will never be free, we'll never have the basic needs that we can have, right? Because things don't need to be like this. We don't need to have war. We don't need to be spending millions and billions of dollars on drones and weapons. The U.S. is the biggest weapons manufacturer in the world.
Right.
None of those resources that we have, all these resources, none of it's going to the people. It's going towards the destruction of the people. It's going towards just leeching away resources from the people of the world. And that's all this is. It's just the U.S. trying to leech more off the rest of the world like it's been doing since its inception, right? So that's why we're here. It's our struggle, it's their struggle, it's the world's struggle. Because this is not a particular struggle as opposed to the universal struggle for human liberation. This is it. It has to start here, and it's going to start against U.S. imperialism.